Hey lovelies, it's G here with Golden Thread Tarot. So, I am receiving a collective message for you guys today, and I am channeling through a song, and it is a really old song that I haven't actually physically heard the song in a while. I channeled, I think, a message maybe a couple of months ago with this song, but it's a really old song that I actually hearing the song. I haven't heard it in years and years, and it's that JoJo song that get out, leave right now. It's the end of you and me. I kept hearing that over and over again, and I was just like, okay, clearly, like I haven't listened to the song, so clearly this is a collective message, right? And I definitely feel like there's an end to some situation here. I feel like, especially right now, you guys, right? We've been talking about that in the collective that Spirit's just like, just wait. I'm gonna show you who and what places, what people, what places, what things, what jobs, what relationships, friendships, everything like that don't no longer serve you. Just wait. I'm going to show you the truth, right? And I feel like that for a lot of people out there in the collective, that's happened, okay? Or if it hasn't happened, it's about to happen. But I'm hearing that for like 95% of you, it's already happened, right? It's already happened. And you're like, yes, girl. Like, I know who you're talking about, or I know what you're talking about. Like, who you guys? How are you lovelies doing? I know that it can be really hard. Keep going, okay? You can make it through this. Okay? I believe in you. We'll do it together, okay? We'll do it together. That's why I'm here making these videos for you guys. Like, I go through things and I experience them and I share them with you. And I just hope that it, gives you some kind of peace, or maybe I just give you a laugh. Maybe, you laugh at me stumbling around words or doing something like that. So at least I can bring a smile, hopefully, to your day. I'm not a comedian or anything, but maybe I can bring a smile to your day. Maybe I can, bring some kind of peace or understanding to you, about what you're going through right now. So that's what I really hope. But I also, so what I'm about to also talk about, I feel like this song applies to understanding, right? The part that really got me with the was the you said you'd treat me right. I have notes. That's what I'm looking at down here. You said you'd treat me right, but you were just a waste of time. And I want to tell you guys that for me personally, something that has really helped me is that learning is that no experience that you go through is a waste of time, right? It's, and I know you might be like, that's not exactly true. And it's, yeah, you're right. It's not exactly true. It's not to the point, cut and dry true. But if you can, at the very least, maximize the potential of the experience that you went through, which means look for something to learn from it. Look for something to gain from it. Look for some kind of, purpose in it, or some kind of something. Well, at least I've learned, you know, I don't like this. At least I've learned I don't want to do this again. At least I've learned I kind of tend to do this. Maybe you learned you push people away, or you intend that you react to things in a negative way, or maybe you're just like looking back at something and being like, I wish I would have handled that in a different way. Or maybe it's, I would encourage you, especially if this has to do with you leaving a relationship or you and a different person. I would encourage you to look at the way that you had some kind of, how you contributed to the situation, and how also this other person contributed to the situation, so that you can gain some kind of knowledge, even if it's, a breakup, or the end of a marriage, or the end of a friendship, or just an argument that you had with somebody, or whatever it is, or if it's, walking away from a job or a mindset that you're just like, look, I know, right? So it's about understanding that, particularly in that song, she's talking about how this person was a waste of her time. Like, oh, I could have been dating somebody else and I wasted my time. And I understand how it can feel that way. But I'm just offering a a different perspective on it. Look at it like, you know, life gave me lemons, so I made lemonade out of it. At least I can gain something from this situation, right? There's always something to gain through any experience that you have in this world. no matter what it is, if it's something good, if it's something bad, if it's something that hurts you, if it's something that pushed you to grow, at the very least, right? Grow. Oh, sorry. There's a huge moth that just like bam, bam, like ran into my window outside. Maybe that's like a something that resonates with you guys. But and it was a red moth, like a red and orange moth. It was really brightly colored. Um, so try to find the purpose and the growth in everything, no matter what it is, no matter how big or small it is, right? Don't try to be too in your head about it, you know. But if you think that you can get some kind of peace from learning from a situation, right? If we don't take the time to reflect and actually learn from a situation, we'll make the same mistake again. You know, you can have this relationship with somebody, but that doesn't mean, you know, you can feel like you have that same, because I know me personally, especially with my romantic relationships, I feel like I've had a relationship with the same person in a different body again and again and again, until I finally was like, girl, how many of the same type, you know, are you going to date, or are you going to be with, or are you going to let use you, or are you going to be in a situationship with, until you learn this is not what makes you happy. This is not, you know, this behavior or this something is not what makes you happy. So, you know, at least grow from the fuckboys, right? At the very least, I can look at something and be like, well, at least I learned some tricks from you, or something, you know, something, anything. It doesn't have to be something that's so deeply profound and spiritual. Sometimes it can just be, I learned I like people that don't kiss the way that person did. Anything, whatever it is, just find something in it, right? So that you don't feel like it's nothing. It was a waste of time. It was pointless. No, I gained nothing from this. That's on you. If you choose not to gain something from the situation that you found yourself in. Just 1 second, you guys. Hey, sorry about that. Um. So yeah, you know, you guys keep pushing, you know, keep pushing, keep going, keep trying to learn, keep trying to grow. That's just it. That's just life, you know. And I know that that might seem like, well, obviously, Gia, you know, or obviously, G, like what? Obviously. But, you know, some people need you to say that to them. Some people that are on the spiritual path need you to remind them of that. Some people, it's just not obvious enough, right? So, not as in like, oh, it's elementary. You should be able to see this, right? No. Sometimes it's really hard, especially when you get really hurt, when it's something really sensitive, when it's something, you know, sometimes it's not just, oh, this person was, you know, bad. Sometimes it was all different kinds of stuff, right? And it's important. I'm hearing trust. Learn so many times. I feel like this collective message is about somebody who just left behind a relationship. And Spirit is saying that it's important for you to do the work to uncover and to help heal your heart enough to trust again. Because Spirit wants to send you somebody else to be in a relationship with. You keep asking for a healthy relationship, and Spirit's like, look, you gotta date a few times until you start learning the lessons. And then when you learn the lessons and you start putting them into effect, that's when you'll start vibrating on the level that you're attracting in a positive relationship, you know? Work on you, work on letting things go, releasing, you know. And something else that I wanted to talk about specifically about, maybe if you guys are dealing with the kind of anger or the situation about this. And I'm not going to be extremely candid. I'm not going to drop names or anything like that, but I've always just been honest with you guys about my experiences, right? I just had a huge fight and breakup of relationship with a very good friend that I've been friends with for almost 15 years. And you know, I can say this now, our paths are just going on different ways, and that's what it is. But it wasn't, it was ugly. It was an ugly fight. We were both petty. We were both, you know, we said things that we shouldn't. It happened, you know. But at least I took time to reflect. Now I'm taking time. This just happened just a few days ago. And I was talking to another one of my friends that I've been friends with for even longer, for almost 20 years, for almost 20 years I've been friends with her. And I was just like, I expressed to her, I feel like I was just starting to feel better. I was just really, really, really starting to gain a lot of my confidence back, truly, truly gain, and be pretty happy with myself and with my life and where things are going. Not to say that I wasn't happy, but it's different. When you feel it, when you really, really feel it. And I told them, because of my past relationships, not her, or not my friend, but past actual romantic relationships and things. You guys know my last relationship, I was in a very abusive, emotionally abusive relationship. And both of us, we were both emotionally abusive. But, and that's hard for me to admit, but it is true. That it's taken a long time to get over that. It's taken a long time to build myself back up, rediscover myself. And I felt like, I told her, I said, it felt so unfair for this situation to happen. And then to feel like as soon as I got on my feet, here comes somebody to push me right back down, right? To throw me right back down. But I told her something that I realized to myself, and I was talking to her about, is that I actually see my progress. I see my emotional progress in the way I'm at least handling the aftermath of what happened, right? I see that when I fell down, I didn't just stick, and I didn't stay down. That I'm getting myself back up. And then I'm realizing, oh, I had elbow and knee pads on, so the landing didn't hurt as bad. I'm looking down and I'm realizing, oh, it didn't feel so much like I fell on concrete. It felt like I fell on grass. So I could get up a little bit quicker and a little bit easier. I had the tools and the emotional and spiritual tools to try to deal with my anger and the, grief and things like that quicker than I have in the past. Because I can honestly say that if this event, this tower moment, had happened to me a few years ago, it would have utterly destroyed me. Destroyed me. For months, for months, for months, I would have been just useless. Destroyed. Right? But I'm breaking a lot of my codependencies. I'm breaking a lot of my codependencies. I'm breaking a lot of the fact that you have to take personal responsibility for your healing. Yes, somebody can say something to you, they can make you feel a certain way, you can react, and you're responsible for all of that, right? But the amount of time you let what happened linger on you, if you hold on to it, or if you run away from it, or if you cast it out or throw it out or take it out on other people, I'm noticing that I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. And I have looked at myself hard enough with a big enough magnifying glass for long enough now that I can see the progress in myself. That I can see that it didn't hurt me as it did hurt. It fucking hurt. And it still hurts. And it probably will for a while. But I can see my progress. And I'm still processing and dealing with it. And my friend told me something was like, hey, you two were friends for a really long time. Allow yourself to grieve the loss of your friendship. It's okay. It's completely normal to have those emotional reactions. You're human, right? Yes, hindsight is 2020, and and it it would have been better. I can say, I wish I would have handled it in the moment. I wish I would have handled it better. But she said the least that you can do is in the aftermath, handle that in a much healthier way than you used to in the past. And I have. So it is like this situation, right, that I'm talking about. you were a waste of time. And I don't feel like my relationship with that person was a waste of time at all. I learned so much, and I am grateful for all the lessons that I've learned while they were in my life, you know. But it is also important that you learn how to grieve somebody and let go of who you thought that person was going to be to you. To let go of who you thought that person was going to mean to you, right? Because it's important that you don't see that person as the person you have made them to be in your mind. It's important that you see that person for who they really are. And in that situation, of course, this is just my opinion, but my situation and how I feel about it can be applied to a lot of different circumstances, And it doesn't even have to be a breakup. It can just be how you handle anything in your life. So, I hope that my little speech that sharing maybe helped you guys. I noticed that a lot of times what I'm going through, my collective is also going through. So that's why I share a lot of my personal conversations, or a lot of the things that I'm experiencing or going through, because I see it reflected. That's the point of these messages, right? I channel and I talk and I have something to say, and then the people that this resonates with will be drawn to this video. So, there's something here for you. If you were drawn to watch this video, if the title, caught you, if your intuition told you, yeah, this video is for you, which it's always important when you watch any of these videos, or when you intake on or experience anybody else's perspective or anybody else's opinion, that you decide whether or not this applies to you or whether it doesn't, whether it serves you to take this information in, and apply it to your life, or it doesn't. That's always a part of the intuitive process, right? So that's why I have been kind of exercising doing these where I talk for a while before, excuse me, I'm so sorry, you guys, before I pull cards even, because I'm using this as an intuitive exercise, for me. My gosh, I'm processing so much spiritual. I'm sorry. I'm using them as an intuitive exercise for me to learn, not only about myself, but about my skills and about the things that I do, right? So I feel like now we'll actually get into a little bit more of the juicy part of the situation, right? The actual the meat of it. And I'm actually pulling, I've been guided to pull only oracle cards, no tarot cards. So interesting. With this weight card here, I feel like you guys have felt like you've been on a pause. I felt like you feel like you've been, or the energy that I'm reading is like I've been stuck in this pause moment, this wait moment, this hermit mode, this I gotta stop right here and I gotta learn these lessons, right? I gotta see this for what it was and what it meant. And I'm also saw right here, before I put these together, I saw this right here, the no need to worry. Spirit is telling you there's no need to let whatever this situation is run your mind, because that doesn't help you. Yes, talk about it, grieve about it, go through it, allow yourself to experience it, and then let go. But part of letting it go is allowing, giving the situation the time to show itself to you, to really show what it really is. Yeah, look for a sign. To look for all the signs of what you were supposed to be learning from this experience. To learn what you were really supposed to be gathering from this tower moment that has happened in your life. No matter what it is, no matter if it's a breakup, if it's you, it definitely feels like a breakup, but it's a you leaving an energy, whether that's a relationship, a family, a marriage, a job, a mindset, a house, a home, leaving, moving. It's like I've been stuck in this cycle, or I've been stuck in this place, or I've been stuck in this moment because spirit has wanted me to stop, and learn my lessons before I move on. And it's like, instead of seeing yourself as stuck in a negative way, it's like learning how to think about it in a different way, right? Learning how to maximize your learning experience from what you are experiencing, to maximize the potential that you can gain from whatever the situation was. And that starts with your mindset, as seeing it as not a waste of time, as not as, well, I didn't you know I just wasted my time with this friendship, or with this person, or with this relationship, whatever it is. And it's like, no, try to see that there is a purpose, that you felt paused here before. When I cut at that time, it cut on the unlikely card. I'm trying, and I feel like there's a message there, but I'm having a hard time picking it out. So let me think on that for a little bit. Yeah, it's so important that you remain positive. And I know, you guys, when you're going through the thick of it, when you're angry, when you're like, no, you don't understand, this person did that, or they cheated on me, or they broke my heart, and it's hard to remain positive. I know that it is. But Spirit is saying, and they know that it is, but it is important that remaining positive allows you to feel a lot more at peace. And being a lot more at peace means your mind is more at ease, which means that you are more able to rationally think about what happened, to step outside of your anger and see, okay, see from that person's perspective, see from your perspective. And when you can do that, you can learn from the experience. At least try to learn what you can from the experience. Even if it's, well, when a person says that, I don't want to be triggered by it anymore. I don't want to go off. I want to remain more positive. I want to remain more respectful. I want to remain more, lighthearted or understanding. I want to listen instead of being more defensive, you know choose a new direction. Exactly. I want to change. I want something different. I want, in the future, if something like this arises, I want it to go a different way. I want it to be different. I want to be different. I want the people that I have around me, and my friends circle, and my family, and my relationship with my kids, or my relationship with my job, or my career, or with myself, is better. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And in my mind, which I was just about to say out loud, was, what's the main lesson here? Forgiveness. Yes. Forgiveness. And forgiveness, you guys, it's way easier said than done, especially for some things, right? Especially for some things. Sometimes people go really low, and they go for really low blows, and they trigger your insecurities, or the situation, whatever it was, triggered some insecurities, which is why reacted or lashed out or got angry, or even if you didn't, it's important. It keeps popping up. Forgive. Spirit's like, how well will you handle the pain? You have to be able to start removing yourself from your trauma and removing yourself from your pain. And how you do that is just healing yourself. And that takes you, as long as it takes you, you find that in whatever way works for you. You know, but I'm always going to say, no matter how hard it is, no matter how long it takes, that forgiveness, not anger, not holding on to the anger, but forgiveness is going to be much more of the answer, right? And and you forgive this other person, it's not for them, it's for you. It's so that you don't hang on to the anger. It's so that you can see past that, right? And see the purpose of why this happened, what am I supposed to learn from this? You can do that when you can forgive yourself and this other person, or and this situation, or and this mindset, or if it's a mindset, it's usually yourself, or it could be a person or a place or a thing or something that put that mindset inside of you. All of it. Forgive all of it. And if you choose not to forgive, it's your choice. I haven't been in your situation. I haven't experienced what you're experiencing. And if you say that forgiving somebody is an impossibility for you, that is what it is. But that does not change the fact that Spirit is telling you forgiveness is going to make you feel a lot better. And you can read any self-help psychology book. You can go see a counselor or a therapist, and they're going to tell you the same thing. I'm not a professional, but I know enough, genuinely, that we all know forgiveness is going to help you more than hanging on to anger. Ask your angels for an answer. If you're like, God, how do I forgive this person? Or if you are talking to a therapist, therapists and people, our family members, therapists, things like that, they can be earth angels. They can be people, or, the higher realms can talk through people to you. I have experienced this myself, where I'll go and talk to somebody and I'm just like, you just said exactly what I needed to hear. And not to take any shine off that person, but in my perspective and experiencing my spirituality, I see how God and Spirit uses me to talk to other people and hopefully give forgiveness or healing to other people, or at least a different perspective at the very least, right? Or possibly, validate their own perspective. Also possible. But, I'm never going to tell you that, connecting more with your positive spirit guides and positive angels and positive ancestors is ever going to be a bad thing. I'm just not. And I'm not going to apologize for that thought process. Okay? Yeah, exactly. Understand that there's something better. There's something better than the down way you might feel right now. If you are feeling down, if you're not feeling down, awesome. Freaking awesome. I'm proud of you for getting back up and fighting and feeling a lot better. Keep going. But if you are feeling down, understand that improving your health, that doing this is going to help you. It is going to help you feel better. Letting go of it, those are emotions. They're normal. Anger and fear and doubt, they're normal human emotions. But if you hold on to them, they do weigh you down. And it is always your choice as to whether or not you want to hold on to them. But it does not change that fact. But Spirit also wants me to tell you, you guys got this. Y'all got this. Y'all gonna do this. Y'all gonna feel better. Y'all gonna make it. I have 100% confidence in you, collective. I don't know you and I don't know your journey, but I feel your energy. And I know that it might be hard, and I know that sometimes it could feel very dark, and it might feel like, how can I make it through this? You will. What is that? What song is that? It's like that super 80s song where it's like, we gotta get through this. We gotta get through this. I just heard that in my mind. I don't even know who sings it or what the, or what the name of it. It could be We Gotta Get Through This or something like that. I don't know what the name of the song is. But I just heard that's part of the song that I know. And I just heard that. Like, you got this. You're gonna get through this. You're gonna make it. You are. And I don't even know if it's an 80s song. It could definitely be a 90s song. But it's a little bit older song. Oh my gosh, I'm channeling a lot of 90s songs right now. And I just heard, you want it, baby, you got it. You want it, baby, you got it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Spirit saying you want it, ask for it. Ask your angels for forgiveness. Ask your angels, pray about it, or ask your spirit guides or whoever. Ask the universe, please, universe, help me let go of this. Help me see the purpose in what happened. Help me see what lessons I should be learning here. Because I'm just, maybe if you feel stumped, if you're like, I don't see what the purpose of this was. I don't see why this happened. I don't see, what I'm supposed to be learning from this. Ask your angels. Baby, you want it? You got it. Okay? Your angels are like, please ask us and we will show you. Remember that look for a sign, right? Look for a sign. You want it? Look at that. Ask for help from others. Ask, And it doesn't, and like I said, it doesn't just have to be spirit. You don't have to make this spiritual at all. It can literally be going to just talk to a really good friend. Going to talk to somebody supports you and loves you. And maybe it is going to get professional advice from a counselor or for a therapist. However you need to do this. Spirit is saying, we're here for you. We're here for you and we support you. We're so proud that you have decided to walk away from this. Because whatever this energy was that you walked away from, it's not good for you. It wasn't good for you. It was holding you back. And, it's just time for you to be somewhere else with other people. People, places, things, they come into our life and they're there when we need them. And we're there when we're supposed to learn certain lessons from them. And then sometimes certain choices that people makes you separate. Or sometimes it's just life. Sometimes you just grow apart from other people. And that's just it. Yeah. Success. Like I told you guys, success is guaranteed. You're going to get through this. Okay? 3322 is down on the clock. If you want to look up either one of those numbers, if you want to look up 33 or 22, or if you want to look up 3322 all together, 333 down on the clock. Look what came out. Look for a sign came out as soon as 3333 came on the clock. Ooh. You guys look up 333 or 3333. Either one. I mean, I'm pretty sure you're going to get something pretty similar if you look up 33 333 or 3333, however many you see. It's just the more of them you see together, the more amplified the energy is of that. So, honey, there's your sign. There's that sign. That tower moment, that strike, that lightning strike that you experienced, that was your sign, sweetie. At least now At least you know the truth, and I know the truth can be painful. And sometimes sometimes we're just like, I want to know the truth. I want to know the truth. And then we find it. We're just like, Spirit, that's not the truth I wanted. Like, woo, I was not ready for that truth, Spirit. Oh, wow. But it happened. Can't go back. Can't take it back. Got to move forward. And and maybe for some of you, Spirit is telling you, work this out. Forgive it and work it out. But I'm hearing that for right now, you guys, if it's a person or if it's a thing, you need to take a break from this, to separate, to kind of step back, to step your energy back and go, okay, I need a little bit further back outside perspective of what's going on right now. You know, remove yourself from the anger or from the conversation or the argument or whatever. Ooh, let's get some space and spend some time apart. You know, but look, yes, remain positive. Okay? Yes, remain positive. What's here? No. Spirit's been doing that a lot. No for what, Spirit? Remain positive. Okay, some of you are like, no, I'm not gonna remain positive. I guess. I'm not exactly sure why you mean by that. Like I said, some of you might be like, no, I reject this. And hey, that's your choice, If this message, maybe this message is not for you, click off the video and go find somebody else or go find something else, because if it's not resonating for you, if you're like, no, whatever, yeah, for some of you, yeah, there is a compromise to be had here. It's like I said, it's just not the right time. Definitely. And for some of you, the compromise that you're making is that you thought you were going to be with this person, you thought you were going to have a relationship or a friendship with this person or this place, or you thought you were going to stay at this job for a long time, but now you're realizing the compromise is, no, I'm not going to compromise myself. This situation is passing over my boundaries of what I will compromise myself or my morals or my values. And no, for some of you, yes, find a balance, but it's about finding balance between what to say no to, what to say yes to, where your boundaries are, and putting up those boundaries and remaining firm, But don't be worried. Don't be worried. Don't be worried, girl or boy. Okay? Don't be worried. The situation will improve. Okay? You got big happy changes coming for you. Okay, baby doll? You got big happy changes coming to you. Goodness gracious, at the energy on that. Okay. What did I say? Not you guys. I'm about to show y'all. Look where this stopped. No compromise. No compromising your morals. Some of you have been like, no, I'm done. This is it. I can't compromise myself anymore by staying in this situation. No, I won't. No, we can't come to a resolution here. The situation will improve by you removing yourself from the situation altogether, right? Oh, you guys. And what fell on the floor? No. Exclamation point. No. Right? And then that fact that no compromise, like no compromise came out. Some of y'all felt that. Some of y'all was like, nah, sis. Ain't no compromising here. I'm dunzo bunzo with this shit, okay? And you are very much so entitled to feel that way, okay? Whether or not, and that message, that saying that maybe some of you can find a compromise, that's not going to be for everybody, okay? And it's also going to not only be about you. It's also going to be about this other person or this other situation, whether or not they're willing to find some kind of compromise for you. For some of you, there's not going to be a compromise here. And as much as you might want to compromise, that doesn't mean that other person wants to compromise. And or it could be flip-flopped. Take the energy as it resonates, you guys. But I know y'all saw it flew out of it. That person was like, oh no, oh hell no, I ain't fucking with that person no more. I don't know why I found that so funny, you guys, but I'm just like, okay. Y'all funny. I fucks with y'all for real. Like, be assertive. Exclamation point. Y'all said, honey, I said what I said, what I motherfucking said. No, I don't want you. Get out of my life. I'm done. Okay? I can respect that. Or I can respect the other side where you're like, no. Like, maybe we can work it out. But yeah, Spirit saying yeah, some of y'all. But the whole point of it is not right now. Not right now. For some of y'all, it's never. I'm done. And for some of y'all, it's just maybe in the future, but not right now. Okay? Feeling that in the near future might come out, but get more information. There's more that you guys don't know about this situation. So, and it could just be ask your angels. There, understand there's something better out there, okay? And if it's a relationship, a friendship, a job, a situationship, whatever it is, that whatever this energy is that you're walking away from, you know, forgive them. That doesn't mean that you have to accept them into your life ever again. Ever. Ever. You don't ever have to fuck with them ever again. Oh, that girl, I ain't fucking with her. I ain't got no beef with her. I don't hate her. I don't wish her no ill will, but I don't fuck with her. And she ain't gonna be in my life. Or he ain't gonna be in my life. Or this job ain't gonna be in my life. I am about to give no more of my energy to this job, to this situation, to whatever this is, it's done. Okay? And I feel like a lot of y'all feel that like, nah, G. Nah. I feel that in my situation too. I'm gonna be honest with you. Doesn't mean I wish her ill will, but I'm good for a while. For a while. Oh. Opportunity. So, like I said, remain positive because letting go of this energy, walking away from this is going to open up, right? When you let go of thought processes, of people, of jobs, of things that are no longer working in your favor, those things take up an energetic space in your life. And when they are gone, there is a vacuum. There is a space, right? And when you clear out your energy of that energy that no longer, resonates with you, it leaves an open space for energy that does, you know? So if you walk away from that old job, or you walk away from that, or you decide I'm going to walk away, and you start actually going out there looking for another job, putting that energy out there that you're ready for another job, that's when you find the other job. If you are ready for a healthy, happy relationship with somebody and you walk away from a situation that doesn't feel like that, after you do your healing work, which I'm always going to recommend you take your time to do your healing work, because y'all, let's be honest, we all know, we've all been one. None of us want to be a rebound, okay? None of us should have to be your rebound. So take the personal responsibility to heal long enough after your relationship so that you can give a much healthier version of yourself to somebody else. So that you can be a much healthier version of yourself to be in a relationship with, okay? Not that you're terrible or that you're shit, but a lot of times, especially if you're leaving a situation like this, you're going to need some recovery time, okay? Ooh. Ooh. Okay. What just popped out? I don't know why I just did that little dance. Like I was a 3-year-old kid, like, ooh. What? Whew, okay. Meditation brings answers, you guys. If you guys believe in meditation practices, if that resonates with you guys, understand that if however you taught, and with this meditation brings answers. See how this person is sitting there and spirit is showing themselves to them, and they're receiving this light, right? It's like whatever way you converse with your spirits, however way that you connect with your higher self, with the higher purpose, or with God, whether or not that's prayer or meditation, or just sitting there just talking to them, or if it's sitting down and just thinking about things, if it's relaxing, standing back, listening to music, and kind of just letting the music give you some kind of hints, or whatever it is, know that when you do that, that's when you're going to get these answers that you're asking for. That's going to help you see that there's something better out there, and it's going to help improve. I'm hearing like your mental health. And when your mental health improves, your emotional health improves, your physical, you want to take care of yourself better. You want to emotionally heal yourself more. You know, it's all connected, you guys. Okay? And this, for y'all, some of y'all, definitely romance. This definitely has to do with y'all walking away from a romantic situation that does not serve you anymore. Okay? And I'm seeing helpful people. You're ready. Let go. There's no need to worry. Okay? Wow. You guys are going to get a lot of help, right? Just ask your angels. Ask for help from others. Meditation is going to bring you answers. You've been asking, what do I do? Where do I go? You're about to get this opportunity. Remain positive and understand that we've been saying that, right? Spirit takes things out of your life so that other things can come into your life. And sometimes, you know, it is a stab in your heart when that other thing is taken away from your life, especially depending on how it leaves your life, right? But you got to keep going and keep looking forward, you know, but do your healing work. Do your, you know, forgiveness is the first card out on the board, and it's not by coincidence, you guys, okay? You were never obligated to forgive anyone, but you're here watching this tarot card reading, most likely because you're asking spirit, you're asking for advice, you're asking to be guided somewhere. And so you came here to find some kind of answers. You might not like the answer, but the answer is try to find some forgiveness in your heart for this situation. And I'm hearing somebody say, why, God, why? So, you know, find forgiveness and see that Spirit's like, we don't want to hurt you. We didn't send this person into your life to hurt you. We sent this person in your life for you to learn lessons. This person had lessons to teach you, and we want you to be able to forgive enough that you can open your eyes and your mind and your heart enough to see the lesson that this person was providing you, or that this situation was providing you, whatever this energy was. I keep saying person because the energy really feels like a person, but that's also my personal situation in this, right? Ooh, exactly. Embrace the energy of peace, you guys. I talked about that, right? This forgiveness brings a lot of peace. Okay. Spirit's already just okay. Meditation guardian, be open to healing information. Okay? And that's falling right here under ask your angels and improving health, right? Because look at that. Look how much this lines up. Ooh, spirit. Spirit. I love when they do stuff like that, right? Look. And then the caduceus, right? Isn't that how you say that? I'm pretty sure. Right? The healing. The staff with the two snakes going up. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. And here, falling under ask for help from others and look for a sign. Here. See, eagle. See from a higher perspective. See things from a higher perspective, you guys. And Shaolin Master, be graceful in movement and action. And that's falling under here, under remain positive and opportunity. Understand that you are going to need to be able to swiftly jump on an opportunity that Spirit is giving you. But to do that, you got to get to a more healed place. You have to. Seer, see beyond the current situation. Right? See beyond the pain. See beyond the fear. See beyond the doubt. Because I know it can be so hard that when we convince ourselves that I'm going to be in a relationship with this person. This is my forever person. This is it. You know, we're together. We love each other. This is working. And then it all falls apart. And you're just like, how can I not see this was happening? Or why did you let this fall apart, God? Or why, you know, why was this person not the person I thought they were? Or why did this not turn out like I thought it would? See things from a higher perspective, right? It's good that you're asking yourself why. However, it's good that you move past asking yourself why, and instead of just continuously asking why and actually being like, okay, I'm asking why. Let me look for a sign. Let me look for what Spirit is trying to show me in this situation. And you guys, as always, move in your own time, okay? Spirit, this opportunity is going to come at you when Spirit knows that you're ready. But Spirit says if you don't ever heal, or you don't ever get to a place that they think you're ready, they can't ever give it to you. Okay? Well, let's talk about this opportunity, Spirit. What's this opportunity? You want to talk about that? Oh, thank you, Spirit. Guardian Angel, you are not alone, right? You are not alone. Some of you were feeling like alone. You were alone. You're not alone. I know it can really feel like it, especially because I know for me personally, sometimes I do feel like I'm alone, and Spirit's like, comes to me and they're like, you're not alone. We're here with you. And I'm like, I know, Spirit, I know you're here and I know you're supporting me. That's not the same as having somebody literally with their arms around you in the physical, holding you, telling you, we support you, we love you, or I support you, I love you, I believe in you. I know that you can make this work and that you can do better. Because sometimes you don't have that at all. And I understand that it can be hard to get lost in that I'm alone, I don't have anybody. And I know that it always brings peace into your heart to know that you have Spirit. But I do understand that it's not the same as having somebody there with their hand on your shoulder, literally saying, it's going to be okay. I love you and I support you through this. It's okay. I know that it's not the same. I know that it's not the same, you guys. But Spirit's saying you got to find the inner strength inside of yourself to know that you are not alone. That Spirit is here, that they are here guiding you. And that's why this has happened, because they want you to see we're taking this away from you because there is something so much better. There is something better. Try to find some kind of peace and healing inside of yourself. Okay? Even if other people don't believe in your healing, okay? You find your healing, okay? Even if you don't have people there in the physical telling you, okay, you can heal. Look, get important information. I think I put it back in there, but the get important information card, was that right here? No, that was the let go. The get more important information, oracle. You know, wait, right? There's that wait, like the wait card we started off with. Wait for important information. Spirit saying there's something that you don't know here. We're trying to show you. There's a lesson that you haven't learned yet. We're trying to show you, you know? And it's because we're here. You know, that's why we're here. That's why Spirit's here. That's why you have guardian angels. That's why you have spirit guides that surround you. That's their purpose. That's their purpose for existence, is to try to be, or that's what they've chosen to do with their existence for this lifetime, or for your lifetime. They're like, I have chosen to be here with you, to help you heal and help put you in situations that are going to help you learn the lessons that you need to learn, or that you yourself wanted to learn. Okay. Yeah. So snake, shed the old skin. Also Spirit showing you them snakes. And you guys know, I don't always see snakes as terrible things, okay, in this world. Okay? But not Snake the animal, but snake is in an enemy, right? Peacekeeper, let go of the need to be right. Let go, right? Let go. Let go of the need to be right. You guys learn to check your ego, okay? That little voice that's telling you to stay in conflict, that little voice that's telling you, no, you're right. Hold on to that. Hold on to that anger. Don't find peace. That's your ego, you guys. This spiritual journey is also about learning to quiet your ego. Learning to quiet. Your ego serves a purpose. But peace. Peace. You want to find peace? Let go of your need to only see things from your perspective. Okay? See from a higher perspective. See from a divine perspective. And trust. Stag. Trust and thrive. Trust and understand that when you trust in Spirit, you will thrive. You will be happy. You will be healing, right? Mirror guardian, take time to reflect. I said that, right? Take your time that you need, you guys. Take the time that you need to heal, however long that takes, okay? Some things happen to you and it takes you years to heal from them. That's okay, right? It's okay. But don't convince yourself that you can't heal from it. You can. You can find a more peaceful state of being. It might never all the way leave you because it's something that did happen to you. But at least you can, at the very least, you can learn, I don't want to go through that again. So let me make changes to my environment, to the way that I act, to the way that, who I let be in my environment, who I let be around me, the way I act towards other people. Let me learn from that, right? Or maybe, you just learn, I don't want to act that way. I didn't like when somebody acted that way to me, so I will not act that way to other people. Whatever the forgiveness and the learning and the lesson, and it can be that simple. I didn't like that I said that, so I need to stop. That simple. That the lesson can be that simple, you guys. It doesn't always have to be some grand letting go of childhood trauma and all of this. It can just be, I really need to change the way I feel about this, or I really need to change how I see that, because the way I have been seeing it does not make me happy. And if it doesn't make me happy, I need to do something different so that I will get a different result. It can be that simple. The lesson can be that simple. What else you want to talk about, Spirit? Okay. Yeah. What Spirit is asking you to do? Knight. You're going to have to be brave and honest with yourself. See that knight holding that sword of truth? This is like the Knight of Swords, right? But without the, it has to be fast and it has to be happening right now, right? Look how peaceful this knight is, right? Holding on to that truth, finding your truth, finding who you really are, and finding the person that makes you the happiest version of yourself. That's the goal. That's the goal. Just that. And I know it's not that easy to find the happiest version of yourself, because sometimes you're like, what does that even look like? But that's the process, babe. You got to find it for yourself. I can't tell you what that looks like. Spirit can give you, these are general readings. Spirit can give you a general idea of, well, if you forgive and you heal and you process what you did and how you did and change the behavior that you didn't like and accept that you don't, and learn to not accept behavior that you didn't like from other people, from the next person, what that looks like for you, you got to find it for yourself. You know? And I know it can be frustrating because you're like, what does peace even look like for me? What does happiness even look like for me? I can't tell you. I can't. I can't tell you the details of what it looks like. That's between you and Spirit. Meditation brings answers. Ask Spirit to show you what it looks like. Ask your spirit guides, or just ask your inner self. Quiet your mind enough to ask yourself. Say, bitch, what do you want? What do you want? Who you want to be? What you want to do? Where you want to go? What do you want? Meditate on it. And ask yourself, what do you really want? And then do what it takes to give yourself that happiness, because that's what you deserve. Yeah. Magic Guardian, unlock the magic within. There is no magic one answer to this, right? There is no magic pill, there is no cure, there is no one-stop cure for this. It's making changes to yourself and to your environment and to things around you a little bit every day. Or some days it's going to be a lot. Some days it's going to be like a switch flipping and things are really different. And some days it's going to be months and then you look back and you're like, oh, I see my progress, you know? And it's just loving yourself throughout all of that. Loving yourself throughout all of that. I know I said that twice, but just that's it, right? Loving yourself and know when you need to be honest with yourself. Loving yourself and loving yourself enough to know when you're lying to yourself or when you're lying to other people. Loving yourself enough to know when you're acting out of anger or when you're coming from an unhealed place, if you're lashing out at other people, right? Because that's all part of the process. Through the anger, through the grief, through the sadness, through the blaming, it's all part of the process, you know? But Spirit asks you to stay as peaceful as possible throughout that as much as you can. Allow yourself to be angry, but then do something that makes you happy. Do something that helps relieve your stress. Write it out or, exercise it out. Or if you're creative, draw it out, paint it out. If it helps you to go put a pillow in your face and scream it out, scream it out. Sit in the shower, relax in the tub, whatever you got to do, whatever it takes, whatever it takes to unlock that magic, that fire, that passion, that I feel better. I just heard somebody say that's the ultimate revenge. And it is. The ultimate revenge, if you have to seek some kind of revenge, is just, I feel better. I feel better. I'm doing better. I didn't let whatever this situation was get me down. I kept going. I did better. I learned from the situation and I moved on from it. You know? And situations can be multi-layered. It can take, okay, I want to let go of this. Then sometimes other things can come up and you can be like, oh, this is still this old thing coming back up, just with a different face. Like, oh, there that shit is again, depending on how traumatic whatever the situation was. But Spirit says no matter how many times, right, you stand up and something comes down and knocks you down, okay, right? Okay, I'm going to get back up. And it might take you a second. You might lie there for a second, but get back up. And then, like I was saying, while you're in the process of getting back up, notice the progress that you're doing while you're recovering. Because when you start healing, you will notice that progress inside of yourself. You will notice how your thought process changes. How, yeah, maybe I'm angry, but I'm not like cursing. I'm not like wishing ill will on that person. I'm stepping back and letting go and seeing things from both people's perspectives, or, whatever that looks like for you. Whatever the healthier version of a reaction it is for you, And eventually you can get to a spot where you don't have to react, where you can just respond, when you can pause and stop, and no matter what somebody else, no matter whatever bullshit the other person is on, or if they're even on bullshit, you don't have to match their energy. You simply respond, but you stay in your energy, right? I hear people say that all the time, and before, in the past, I've been like, yeah, you match people's energy. But if somebody is coming at you with shitty energy, do you really want to match their energy? Because that means if you, in your perspective, don't have shitty energy and that person does, Matching their energy means you lower yourself down to their level to match their energy. Well, if they're being petty, I'll be petty too. And you just say, well, I was just matching your energy. No, no. And it's not, oh no, stay above them. It's don't give them any energy at all. If somebody comes at you with some shit energy, just be like, nope. Nope. You don't deserve my attention. You don't deserve my energy. Nope. I'm not going to match your energy. I'm just not going to give you energy at all. I'm not going to invest myself in that energy, because that's how you pick up negative energy. That's how you start getting angry. That's how you start feeling rage. That's how you start doing all this other stuff. And in my process of the mistakes that I made in the argument and the things that I just went through, in the situation that I just went through, the mistakes that I made, I am reflecting on them and saying, next time, just walk away. Next time, if that person wants to, no, I'm not. Just block them. Just mute the conversation. Just walk away. Just remove yourself from the situation and go, no, I'm not dealing with this. And not in a dismissive way, because if a person is coming towards you and they are coming at you in a respectful way, and they are saying stuff to you in a way where it's like, maybe you don't realize that you said this or you did that and it made me feel like this, right? And it's like, oh, okay. Because if it is like a real relationship or a real energy exchange, something that you want to really work on, it's important that you take responsibility for your actions. Now, I'm not saying just, oh no, I'm not dealing with this anytime anybody comes at you, right? But I am saying, if they come at you in a disrespectful way, if they come at you in a way where they're projecting their issues onto you, or in just a way that you judge that this isn't really about me, it's about you, remove yourself from the energy. And I don't, it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't have to be permanent. But think about, instead of engaging in the energy, think about just, nope, I'm not dealing with this. I'm going to give this person the time that they need to calm down, so they can just go off, and I'll come back and see if they're ready to have a productive conversation. Which I know is hard, because you're like, bop, bop, like, oh no, you did not. But, I don't mean, when I say bop, bop, I don't mean like actually physically throwing hands, But if that situation did happen, I don't know, try to work on that. Don't try to let your anger get to a point where you're actually entering into a physical altercation with somebody. Okay? But if you did, try to forgive it, go through the actions that you got to deal with, or any kind of legal why is this word not wanting to come out right now? Anything that came out of it, anything that you have to deal with, any kind of consequences for your actions, you deal with it, right? But, and maybe that doesn't apply to your situation, but it for sure applied to mine. So, is there anything else? Shuffle. Oh, yeah. Stay grounded, okay? Stay grounded, you guys. And Medicine Mother, honor your inner knowing. Medicine Mother, heal yourself, you guys. There's so much healing. There is the possibility for so much healing in the situation that you're going through right now, okay? And it might be hard to see, the healing that you might be offered, It might take, maybe it takes years, and you look back and you go, looking back, I see what I learned from that. I know that I've been in situations like that before, where during the moment and nowhere close to time, anywhere time during it, that I learned the lesson that I was supposed to learn from that, relationship or that friend or whatever. And it's not until years later, until I had reached a more mature level, that I was able to go, I see what I was supposed to learn from that. And sometimes it does, you guys, okay? And I'm not saying that you have to immediately, right now, understand what the purpose of this was. But if you feel like you're ready, pray for it, pray for the answers, you guys. Okay? Protection Guardian, drop your shields, okay? Drop your shields. And I'm hearing trust. Learn that you can trust again. I'm hearing that a lot of you, because of this situation, you might have trust issues in relationships. You might have already had the trust issues, and then this relationship just, or this whatever situation was, just stirred up your insecurities. Well, it stirred up certain insecurities because Spirit is telling you these are insecurities you need to work on. Be fearless and stand strong. Some of you needed to learn how to put up how to put up better boundaries, right? Okay. Some She-Wolf unleashed the wild within. Some of y'all wilded out for real though. Some of y'all was like howling at, and look, oh, the full moon. We talked about that, right? I've been talking about how this full moon unleashed who somebody really was and showed who somebody really was to you. And you was like, oh, they wildin'. Like you wild, like you straight bugging, you wildin'. Like I don't know if that's how you know you felt about it, but that's the kind of in general energy that I'm feeling. Like you're just like who even are you? That's what I was hearing somebody saying. Who even are you? I feel like I don't even know who you are anymore. Yeah. Water guardian, connect with your emotions. Exactly. Your emotions are real and worth exploring, right? They are. How you feel is completely valid, right? Just make sure it's your feelings and not somebody else's. But you guys, like I said, if you need to cry it out, cry it out. If you need to scream into a pillow, scream into a pillow. For some of you, maybe you needed to scream at this person. I don't know. It's not my place to tell you, I will say, in my opinion, it's never going to be right. It's never going to be as helpful as trying to stay calm. Trying to de-escalate a situation is always going to be is always going to be my personal advice. But for some of you, maybe you needed to have an argument. Maybe you have been bottling up things inside and you needed to have a release, so that you could see how you responded, how that person responded, so that you could learn some kind of lesson in it. I don't know. I'm not trying to tell you to start going out and start fights with people. That's not what I'm saying. Because in general, that's just going to bring more drama to a situation, right? And we want to embrace peace, right? Embrace peace. But, sometimes the situation calls for you to stand up and be to have these emotions. And in the aftermath, you guys, please don't judge yourself. If especially, I know it can be really hard, and I've heard other people talk about this, that even like somebody, like if somebody leaves an abusive relationship, a physically or mentally or emotionally abusive relationship, they can still say, I feel a lot of guilt or shame because I still miss that person, even though I know they were not good for me, even though I know they were toxic, even though I know that situation did not serve me. I still miss that person, or I still miss that place, or I still miss that person that I used to be before I just, sometimes I still miss parts of myself, or sometimes, I miss who I was, some parts of myself that I was when I was with that person or when I was with that circumstance. And that's okay. You guys don't have to feel, it's completely natural to feel that way. It is, and if somebody's trying to invalidate that feeling, no. Somebody can completely tell you, wait, or, it might be a situation where you're like, I miss this person. Spirit's not telling you, okay, well, go back and be with that. Go back to that abusive person. Spirit's like, no, I'm not telling you to do that. But to understand, no, ma'am, that it is natural to have those feelings. It's okay. And the shame is natural too, you guys. It's because your body is, know this is not good for you. But that does not mean that you don't have the feelings that you have. Wait, hold on, I'm going to scoot you guys over a little bit. That does not mean that you don't, allow yourself to feel your feelings, you guys. Allow yourself to feel the anger. Allow yourself to feel that. It's a completely normal. I know a lot of people in the spiritual community, especially here on YouTube, they talk about how anger and jealousy is a low vibration. And it is, if you allow yourself to make You know, allow yourself to be influenced to the point where you're reacting to people out of jealousy or anger or doubt or fear, you know. But to just have that reaction is completely human, you know. And even if you did have that, you don't have to feel guilty. Like I said, I helped transmute some of my own guilt for the things that I said. You know, some of the own regret that I do have for things that were said, or things that are the ways that I acted, ways that I'm just like, I thought I had healed enough to not act this way. But I'm not hanging it over my own head. You know, I'm not, oh, I can't believe you did. I can't, no. And I'm not blaming, and I'm not spending all of my time blaming this other person. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm still working through my anger. I am. But I'm trying to get it out. I'm trying to purge it from me and get it out. And I'm cleansing myself and smoke cleansing myself in my house and my home, and just trying to purge that feeling away from myself. I'm allowing myself to feel it, and then I'm allowing myself to just get rid of it and release it, you know. But I'm doing that myself. Okay? And I'm not saying that you have to do that alone. By that, I'm just saying I'm not taking out my anger on other people. You know, I might be angry or I might be this, but I'm not taking that anger out on other people. Is that I'm getting rid of it myself, is what I meant by that. Forgiving and learning. Okay? Y'all know. Some of y'all found out you're loved, and that can be so painful. Your love was unrequited. You know? You thought you loved somebody. And Spirit's saying, you need to realize you loved what you thought that person was in your mind. You loved who you thought that person was to you. But like I said before, that takes away that other person's identity as a person. Even if you're like, no, I didn't want this person to be this person that hurts me. Well, one, they're more than just a person that hurts you as a person. But two, you have to allow that person to be who they really are. And when somebody shows you who they really are, believe them, right? And I know that lesson can be really hard. It really can be. Because somebody can show you something and they can apologize for it, right? People can misrepresent who they are to you. So who you think they are to you in your mind can absolutely be built on who this person tells you they are. But it has to be about who they show you they are. Not just who they promise you are, not who they will be or they will change to become, or that, you know, you have convinced yourself, I see so much potential in this person. You have to allow people to be who they are right now, in this moment. And if right now, in this moment, you can't be with that person, or y'all's energy just doesn't match up, that's just who it is. And that's just who they are. And that's just what it is. And that can be very painful. But that's the way you find how to see who you know, it serves you, and who it really helps you to have in your life, and who it's not. Is by seeing people for who they really are, and not to see them as the version of them you've made in your mind. Maybe I explained that. I'm sorry if I did, but I was just trying to get my point across. Okay, well, it shuffled back in, so I'm not going to pull that one. And unrequited love shuffled out again, you guys. Okay? Thank you. Ooh, deception. Right? I'm sorry. Some of y'all, this person really lied to you. This person told you they loved you. This person told you that they were your friend. Or they told you that they wanted to work this out. Or they wanted to be with you. Or things would be different this time. Whatever it was. And it's hard to admit that, because then you go through all the stages of, oh, this person lied. They're not who they thought they were. Oh, now you feel foolish for believing their lies or believing their deceptions. Or oh, I fell for this person's mask. I can't believe that. That's all part of the normal process. All of those feelings are normal. Okay? But it's so important that you keep looking for your sun. Enjoy success and happiness, right? You can find success in knowing. Now you know. Now you know the truth. And the truth can be so hard. The truth can hit hard, okay? Wait for important information, right? You were sitting back waiting for that information and now you've received it. Okay? And I'm feeling like for a lot of you, there's even more information that you are going to receive. There's even more deception that you did not even know about. Okay? And Spirit is saying, with that falling here under forgiveness, right? And improving your health, giving peace to this. Giving peace. And I'm hearing that for a lot of you, it could have really hit home to your insecurities that you were like, I thought this person loved me. They're just another person that didn't love me, Try to see it as something different than you guys. Ooh, that hit home so hard when I said that. Ooh, did y'all see? Ooh, that hit my heart when I said that, y'all. Love yourself first. Love yourself more than to deal with the deception of this person. Yeah. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Thank you, Spirit. Exactly. Right? Finding out the truth and allowing that person to be who they really are gives you the self-respect enough to know, I respect myself more than to allow a person that acts like this to be in my life. I'm going to put up the proper boundaries that I need to between me and that person. Okay? And I'm hearing to this opportunity is this lesson, right? The lesson that Spirit's offering you to learn now. This person can be the person that teaches you how to really love yourself. How to really value yourself more than you did before. And that's just honesty, right? A lot of times it's hard for us to admit that we play some fault in allowing somebody that's abusive to us to be in our life. Now, I'm not talking about, like childhood. You don't have a choice there, right? But if you're an adult, and I'm talking about you being in a consenting relationship with another adult, despite whatever the circumstance was, right? We ignored the red flags. We ignored the abuse, and allowed this person to be in our life. And if this is a situation where this is the first time this person, this person has been so sweet and so kind and so good, and all of a sudden they just wowed out and you were like, what the hell? Like, what is this? Yeah, maybe somebody just had a bad day, or maybe somebody showed you who they really were. That's your decision to use the discernment, right? But right now, I'm talking to those people that know they gave this person or this situation chance after chance after chance after chance, right? After the first few times, that person was showing you who they were. But you saw the potential in the person of who they could be. But you saw the version of that person you thought they were, not who they actually were. And I'm not saying this person's actions are on you, because they're not. This person's choices and this person's actions are 100% on you. You are not to blame. You are not 100% to blame. And you are 0% to blame for this person choosing to do things that hurt you. But you are responsible for continuing to allow this person to hurt you. And I know, and I'm not passing judgment on you when I say that. That's just facts, you guys. And I've had to be that real with myself. Like, you allowed this person, despite the fact that they showed you again and again and again that they were going to lie to you, or they were going to cheat on you, or they were going to do this, you allowed them to come back. And no matter how many times that person showed you, they weren't going to leave their, not for me personally, I haven't been in that situation, but this person showed you again and again that they weren't going to leave their wife for you, or they weren't going to leave their girlfriend for you, or they were only going to see you as a hookup. No matter what they said, they showed you again and again and again that you weren't more than that to them. This love that you had for this person was unrequited. And that is hard. It's very hard. And it triggers so much insecurity inside yourself and all of this. And it's very multi-layered, right? And it's hard to get to this space, you guys. It takes a lot of work to get to the space to be able to step back and be able to say things as bluntly as I'm saying them. Not that I'm just like, but kind of. I haven't, for me personally, and like I said, you guys, everything that I say during this reading is just my personal opinion. It's just my personal interpretation of these cards and what I think the message Spirit wants you to know. So if you don't like it, or if it doesn't apply to you, or if it's not your thing, or if you don't appreciate the way that I delivered the message, cool. Go get a message somewhere else. And I know I keep saying that, you guys, but that's part of my issues that I'm working with right now. So I appreciate you guys letting me get that out. Okay? Not that you have a choice, because I'm the one recording, but I guess you have a choice if you continue watching through it. So appreciate it if you do. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at play in your love life. Exactly. All this happened exactly when and where it was supposed to, right? What else do you want to talk about this situation, Spirit? Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Your feelings are real, are valid, and they are worth exploring. You were supposed to be learning an emotional lesson here about yourself, about the way you view yourself, the way you view your other people, the way you view yourself in relation to other people, how you connect to other people, any kind of codependency or anything like that you have through other people or you have in yourself, right? See the lessons through the pain, you guys. And if you're not ready to hear, if that triggers you and you're not ready to hear that message right now, click off the video and come back to this video or find a different video that will help you, okay? Because it's 100% true that you can hear this and that you can be triggered, or that you can be like, no, forget that, whatever, I don't believe in this, I don't subscribe to this. Okay, cool. But this is for people who do. This is for people that this is hitting. Okay, this is for people that this is, especially if you're almost an hour and a half in. I'm feeling like if you're still here, the video is meaning something to you. Okay. New love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Okay. So for some of you, I'm feeling like this was a new person that you were in a relationship with, or all this is happening so that you can find a new person, right? Like I was saying, right? People and things and energies get taken away from your life and they leave a space in your life for something else. And sometimes this new love can just be a new love for yourself, a new appreciation for yourself, more self-respect, more self-love, right? I respect myself more. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. I respect myself more than to be with people or hang around people or tie my energy into people or places or things that act this way and hurt me. Or just don't serve me, I'm just not about this energy anymore. I want to move on to something different. Yeah. Express your love. Show yourself your love. right? And that's falling here under your feelings are real and worth exploring. Express your love. And with that falling here under deception, I'm feeling like for a lot of you, this person was very emotionally, like emotionally damaging, like emotionally manipulative. You know, and that really, it really hurts you. And it's really, you know, and it's really it's really making you have to look at yourself with a lot of things. It's making you have to look at yourself with a magnifying glass as to what did this person do? How did this person highlight things inside of yourself that show you what you need to heal? Yeah, exactly. Forgiving and learning. Forgiving and learning. This was all about forgiveness, you guys. It was just another way, yeah. It was another way for Spirit to teach you that even if somebody hurts you, even if somebody does this, you know, learn the lesson and forgive and let go. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. You can love yourself more when you forgive and move on from this person or this place or this thing or this energy, whatever it is. Soulmate. So for some of you, this person was definitely a soulmate, but soulmates can also be karmic, you guys. You know. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level. This is also like that with the other way of reading this new love, right? You guys, this person can be the spirit can be showing you, teaching you lessons and removing this karmic soulmate person from your life so that a positive love and light soulmate can come into your life. Take it as it resonates. Okay? With this engagement, your love life is ascending to a higher level, right? You're learning from this experience and you're learning how to become a better version of yourself, how to love yourself and other people better from this person that you're separating from. Let go of control issues. Let go of your control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Just allow this situation, surrender and allow the situation to just show you, right? Because when you sit back and you try not to allow your emotions to completely take over you, but you allow yourself to process your emotions, you know, you can let go of these control issues that you have in your life. And you can really try to allow the situation to just show itself. The lessons will show themselves to you. You'll see the signs, especially if you're asking for them. Okay. Exactly. Pay attention to the red flags. You've been asking for it. The signs are cautioning you. Pay attention to the red flags that Spirit is showing you. Okay? And for some of y'all, this let go of control issues is let go of trying to fix this. And let this person be who they are. Even if that means you can't have this person in your life anymore. Unrequited love. Right? Embrace the peace that you can get from, okay, that just is what it is. And attraction. Doing all this work is attracting, and you attract romantic love by fully enjoying this moment. By trying to find peace and happiness even throughout the pain, you guys, it's going to help you, right? And that's falling here under remain positive. right? Let go of control issues. Pay attention to the red flags. This situation was an opportunity for you to find your soul, for you to find yourself, for you to find your truth. I was trying to say find your truth, but find your soul came out. So find out who you really were, right? Find out your soul's truth. Okay. Exactly. Codependency. Codependency and retreat came out. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Exactly. I talked about that, right? This relationship was highlighting your, whatever this was, relationship, friendship, job, whatever it was, it was highlighting your codependency that's within inside of yourself. Whoever this person was, or this idea, this thought process, you were very codependent on it. And that's not me passing judgment on you guys. That's just what it is, right? We all have codependencies, and it's all on a scale of how codependent and how independent we are about things, right? Spirit wants you to be more independent. And that doesn't mean that you have to be single. That's not, I don't, I mean, if that's what helps you relieve your codependency, okay, but being single, is not going to fix your codependency. You'll still be codependent. You'll just be codependent by yourself. So Spirit's saying, fix this, heal this. Yeah. Heal this. Because karmic relationships, they always bring out this codependency in yourself and in that other person, so that you can see it and heal it. And with this retreat card coming out, it's time to disconnect from the world has came out here under new love and forgiving and learning, right? And I don't think that Spirit is just saying just run away from your issues or run away from your problems, but I do think that Spirit is saying, kind of like I said before, take a break, okay? Take a break from this. I'm just going to be honest for you guys too. For some of y'all, y'all have been really doing the work. And the work that you have been doing, like all of this work that I've been talking about, for some of y'all been out there like, I've been working on that. I've been noticing that. I've been trying, I've been trying, And for those of you who feel that way, who resonate with that message, who resonate with that kind of energy, you're really drawing in this peace and love and a new love into your life. I'm telling you, because it cut on true love. Okay? Y'all are really bringing in somebody that's really going to help you. All right? Because in a part of my journey that I noticed about myself is that, and I kind of talked about this. I don't know if I talked about how, that's funny, how personal it was, but it does remind me of the message. Excuse me, ma'am, that I did. The trying to find a safe, be your own safe place, right? The be your own safe place. And that was inspired by like a conversation that I had with my friends that are a particular friend of mine, where I was just like, I'm tired of feeling like I am in karmic relationship after karmic relationship after karmic relationship. I just want to have a relationship that I feel like I can feel safe inside of. I want to feel like somebody is really there for me, and I don't have to worry, well, when's the other shoe going to drop? Well, when is this person actually going to leave? And one, I had to take the time to realize that I had to give that to myself. I couldn't wait for some true love, soulmate. Oh, that's my husband, for me personally. Oh, that's my husband. Oh, that's my twin flame, or whatever label that you want to give that person. I kept saying, I'll feel that way once I have somebody in my life that's actually there proving to me that I can feel safe with them. And I'm not saying that it's not that it's not an important part of relationship to feel that security inside of relationship. And it's definitely part of a healthy relationship to feel like you can trust and feel safe, especially when you're talking about trying to find a person to, for me personally, to marry or to be with, have kids with, things like that. When you're trying to find a serious relationship that can stand the test of time, yes. I'm not saying that secure, but the point of the matter is you have to find that security inside of yourself first. And that's hard because you have to deal with all kind of trust issues, trauma, all kinds of things. Or for me personally, I did, and I'm still dealing with those things. And I'm still trying to learn from those things. But I'm getting there a lot more than I used to be. At least I'm to the point now where I'm not like feeling like it's somebody else's responsibility to give that to me. Because if I didn't heal those trust issues inside myself, I could be dating or I could be married to the most perfect person who is stable and is there for me and is trustworthy. But if I have trust issues, I'm always going to be looking for them to mess up. I'm always going to be, well, when are they going to cheat? When am I going to find that out? When am I, that would always be on me, right? It would always be on me. So I realized that I needed to heal that inside myself first before I could go looking for it out there. You know, I have to try to work on my trust issues as much as I can. Now that does mean I can only work on that to a certain point, right? And then I have to put that to the test once I am actually in that relationship to be able to heal myself enough to say, oh, I'm being triggered right now by myself. Oh, they're looking at their phone and they're not looking at me. Who are they talking to? Nope. They're just on Facebook or they're just doing their thing. That does not mean that. So that's your responsibility to find that inside of yourself. And that's what I had to realize. I had this real attitude that, oh, I would find somebody that would finally prove that to me. And it's like, it's not that other person. That is a burden that's way too heavy to put on anybody else. My trust issues are my burden to bear. Are my burden to bear until I relieve myself of them. It's not for me to put that on somebody else. So I don't know why I was inspired to share that little story, but maybe you got, for it hit home for me personally that I was like, I keep part of the work, right? That we're talking about, the healing, the learning, the forgiving is about yourself and and also forgiving other people that made you have these trust issues, right? Is to understand, to identify why you have trust issues. That one that you have trust issues, if you have trust issues. I'm just talking about me personally, or people that apply to that this situation applies to. Why do you have trust issues? Well, forgive the people, the places, the circumstances that gave you those trust issues. Acknowledge that that was in the past and that now it is up to you to stop continuing letting that thought process from happening inside your mind, right? And then once I'm actually in a long-term healthy relationship, to work on that relationship being healthy and to work on my part of that relationship being healthy by continuing to deal and heal through my trust issues. And yes, my partner can help me heal that by just being a trustworthy, supportive person. But unless I choose to heal them inside myself, I won't ever be able to let that person do that. So just a little food for thought, something that I've been ruminating on, something that I've been thinking about, something that I've noticed about myself and about my personal journey. And you guys, if it doesn't apply to you, don't take it. Okay? If it doesn't apply to you, if that's not your bag, don't take it. You guys know, and I've said this, not everything that I say, not every situation that I talk about here is going to apply to you. If you know that you don't have trust issues, then you don't have trust issues. If you know that you're not ready to date right now, then me saying you have a new person coming in doesn't apply to you. Okay? For some of you, like I said before, this is absolutely a new possibility for a romance coming in. And for some of you, you know, oh, I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. Oh, the look she's giving me, y'all. I'm so sorry, sweetie. Yeah. Yeah. I'm so sorry. Oh, yeah. Oh. So cute, you guys. I'm sorry. I just got so, she's so cute. She's my sweet girl. Oh. Okay, you guys. Sorry about that. I don't know why my chair is being so. I'm like just moving around in my chair like I always do, and it's just like. It's like making so much noise. I'm like, geez, bro, what's happening? But anyway, sorry. I got really distracted there at the end. But I definitely pulled out of my channeling a little bit, and I was like, ooh. But anyway, like I said, not all of it's going to apply to you. Not everything is your thing. Ooh, I almost forgot. Thank you, Spirit. I almost forgot to show this, right? At the very least, this was the last thing that I pulled, right? It is safe for you to love. It is safe for you to love and forgive yourself. And it is safe for you to love somebody else and to allow a new energy into your life. Whenever you're ready, okay? Whenever you feel like you're ready. All right? All right, you guys, this was a little bit longer than the messages have been for a while now, but I really hope that this helped you. I know that this was really intense. The energy was really intense for me. I know that I feel the transmutation of a lot of really thick, heavy energy is happening in the collective right now because, like I said, I feel these tower moments, and I feel it, me personally, myself, and I feel it in the energy of you guys. Okay, y'all stay strong. Y'all stay brave. You're you're not weak if you break down and you cry, you guys. Okay, keep that in mind. It is so hot in my house right now. Um, you guys are not weak. You're not, hot. I almost said hot because I was looking at the sun. What's going on? Okay, I need to end this. But you guys are not weak if you break down, if you cry. You're not weak if you do succumb to anger and you do things that in the end you're like, I wish I hadn't have done that, and you have regrets. Forgiveness for yourself is where you start. When you start forgiving yourself, it becomes a lot easier to forgive other people as well. Okay? Or vice versa. And like I said, you don't ever have to forgive anybody. But I can speak from personal experience. It's made me feel a lot better. And I'm not guaranteeing that it's going to make you feel better, but it probably will. It probably will. All right, you guys. If you guys are new here and you liked what I said in the video, think about, subscribing to the channel, or think about giving it a like or sharing it with somebody that you feel like it might really help, or that it might provide some kind of guidance, or just even if it's nothing but acknowledgement. Sometimes these videos are nothing but just somebody from. That's why I make it a point to say, I see you guys. I see the work you're doing. I acknowledge your pain. I'm so sorry you're going through that. I love you. You can do it. I'm proud of you. Right? That's why I make it a point to say those things, because sometimes all you can get from this video is just thank you. Because I know I have been watching videos before, or I have watched other readers, or I have been watching other things, and somebody has said something and I'm just like, You don't know how good it feels just to hear somebody acknowledge it. Just to acknowledge, you're working really hard. Thank you. Because you can see it in yourself all you want to, but it feels, none of us are going to deny that it does feel good for somebody else to acknowledge that they see you, that they hear you. And you guys, I see you. I hear you. Keep going. You can do this. I do believe in you. And I'm not saying that you're going to be perfect or the situation's going to be perfect or there's not going to be some moments that you're just like, that you want to give up or that you're done or that you hit low points. I know that it's frustrating and you can get mad, like I said, when you feel like you're finally getting on your feet and somebody comes and tosses you right back down. But it is always about the fact that you choose to get back up after. That's the first step. Make that choice, okay? And I'm so proud of you for making that choice. No matter how long you sat down there on the ground, it doesn't matter if you stayed down after somebody pushed you down for years. Whenever you're ready to make the choice to stand up, I am extremely proud of you for making that choice, because that's the first step to healing and moving on and making yourself feel better. Okay? All right. If you are a returning subscriber, hello, lovely. Thank you so much for being a part of the family. Thank you for checking out another one of my videos. No matter if you're new or if you're a returning lovely, or if you're just a visitor that's just passing by, thank you so much for making it all the way to here to the end of the video. Thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for the energy exchange that we're participating here. Thank you for just hearing me out. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to just express myself and express some things that I'm going through in my life and how I hope that can really help you through things that you're going through in your life. We're all just here trying to kind of help each other bumble and stumble around through making mistakes and things like that. So like I said, thank y'all, thank y'all, thank you. Thank you so much to all my new subscribers. I love you guys so much. Thank you to everybody that comments or leaves in some kind of engagement, Oh yes, and I keep saying this. You guys, thank you so much for all the love and the comments and your makeup looks good. Thank you, because woo, I took a long break, but feeling like I want to take care of myself by putting on makeup and doing those things. And it really feels nice to hear you guys compliment me on it. I'm really serious. Thank you so much. I love you guys so very, very much. I will see you guys around next time, okay? If you're drawn to any of my other videos, please go check those out, all right? Bye.